god. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. There's no way. There's no way that I'm still alive. Plus, I don't think I'd be able to rejoin it, would I? I got robbed, man. The BD was dead almost. I just had to reload. But yeah, I don't think it's on their servers, so. Oh, man. If there's a reconnect button, well, nah. We died. Tragic. Everything was going right, and then we just die. The OBS was glitching out. Yeah. Was there a memory leak in OBS that just killed me? I don't know, honestly. Genuinely, because like my whole computer froze. Well, we get another 2 tries. Now, that is assuming that... Yeah, no, we're out of time. We heard the... Oh, no, yeah. Yeah, so if you die in Terminal, you get all your gear back. Right? So it's like... You can try as many times as you want, but you're gated by whatever ending you're going for. So I can only go once every 6 hours, but because I queued up these cards, I have a lot more tries, but... Man. So yeah, all the ammo, like level 6 plates we still have. Yeah, you help me on this one? I mean, we're out of time anyways. It'd be another hour or 2 before we can even go do anything. Oh, man, that's disappointing. It was right there, too. Because there's like, what, two more BDs? And I killed the one. They were just actually rushing me. Rectech intermission. Yeah, I'm kind of disheartened. Probably try again tomorrow. How often is Terminal available to do? So you can only go to Terminal when it's 2200 to 0400 on the time in the game. So it rotates like once every 2 hours, I think, 1 or 2 hours. Because you can't get in when it's not that time slot. Oh yeah, I mean, God, dude, when Tagilla ran at me and shot me, like my life flashed before my eyes. And then once I heard him take out his hammer, I was like, oh, this is easy. I'll just turn around and mag dump him. And he almost hugged me. But I'm surprised the BDs like were having a tough time with Tagilla because he ran after me, so that means he killed the BDs there. But yeah. I guess Waffle was watching too. My absolute despair. Well, we'll get him. We'll get him next time, maybe. I mean, the game. If that happened to you, the game was already uninstalled for PC never touched. Yeah, Waffle jinx it. Yeah, maybe Waffle did jinx it. The streamer jinx. Oh man. It is pure PvE Tarkov. So, yes, it's PvP and PvE have the same terminal experience because you go in there single player, and it's just difficult as all hell. Alright, time for our money printer. Oh yeah, man. Got this next time? Yeah, dude, my heart was beaten. It hasn't beaten that fast ever since I played, like, fucking Beat Saber. Those are good times. Since when is this a thing? Since the latest update. 1.0. In Escape from Tarkov. Yeah, PvE. Oh, the PvE, yeah. PvE's been a thing for quite a while now. But Terminal just got recently added. Yeah, absolutely robbed. Let's see, can we do anything else? I really didn't mag drill at all, did I? I almost feel like I don't need to bring this much ammo. Just 2 stacks. Maybe 3. It'd only be for mag drilling the smaller ones. No, just way less. And with how much I got shot, I might want to replace like this with like another level 6 plate. I get scammed into buying dollars, and then it gets sold. Yeah, pussy mode. It's more of the retirement home, as I call it. Because like I don't have the the unemployed amount of hours to sweat in this game. Yeah, like the market's separate, everything's separate. Hmm. It's in a rule. Yeah, unemployed with kids mode, pretty much. Or yeah, employed with kids mode, exactly. Facing bots in the raid. I mean, PvP faces bots the same way in Terminal, but yeah. It is very easy, so I put like the challenge, not even challenge, more like a rule where I just don't use insurance. So if I do die, I actually just lose everything. Because like, yeah, the AI bots are stupidly easy. This is an SPT where you can mod them so they're actually cracked. But yeah, it's still Tarkov. Plus you can play with friends that also probably have jobs and can't pour in, you know, thousands of hours. I mean, hell, I used to do, I used to play PvP a lot. I got Kappa on it twice. You know, I had, like, Giga Gear, and I was unemployed. Now I just can't. Yeah, AI bots are easy to break, but then sometimes we'll shoot you through 3 bushes. Yeah, bushes are always, like, they're always a finicky thing in Tarkov, I feel. Let's get more SG6. But labs is sometimes difficult. Yeah, we used to run reserve, no one would escape alive. Yeah, or just go sniper rock before you could actually get up there on your own. And just snipe the entire map. I think one of us hit a 400-meter shot on someone from up there. I think they were taking the RU, yeah, the RUF extract on woods, and then you just headshot them. Yeah. Dude, those are the days. I still have the screenshots. I think I've shared them on stream a few times. But, it is what it is. Maybe we'll hop on Minecraft for like an hour or 2. Yeah. Let's switch. Fresh. Yeah, the video Tammy and someone else running at people with M2 swords. Yeah, Tammy had like the Zabralo, the Alton helmet, and he just had the sword. He had like 5 different stims injected into him, and he'd run at people with a sword and just hit them to death. Dude, that was great. Yeah, Zabralos and Altons. Dude, it was something. Mm. Alright. Let's get Minecraft. Chill for a bit. Reg tech, please. You said HV, upscale benzene and oil next to do? Yeah, I should probably... Oh, it crashed. Maybe I need to buy RAM. Unironically. I might just need to put up my credit card to get to finish the because I only have 32 gigabytes. I should probably really get 64. There's also one chest armor protected from every angle, yeah. The golden days. Like the worst time to buy. Yeah, I mean, luckily it's only 32 gigabytes, but yeah, it's like $400 to get 32 gigabytes. Which is just crazy. With the RAM that I bought. Alright. I haven't booted it. Well, I guess I haven't streamed GTNH in a while, but most things I did was just move around the miner. Just to get some stuff for us. Alright. God, you even posted videos. I'll have to look at them later. Your name is tough. God. Love the AI baby. Alright. So, let's see. Got this. Actually, almost ran out of fuel. Alright. Let me do this. Boom. Alright, time for our poor little HV master here to do its job. Alright, so we have a little bit of materials processed, not gonna lie. And this is gonna go for like days at this point. That poor macerator, it is what it is. Alright, where's our ilmenite? A little bit of it. Macerator stack? Dude, I need to make a bunch of multi-blocks now. But yeah. Everything's fine. I'm surprised that the clean room isn't busted. Pretty neat. I should probably leave the miner in here. Yep. Good enough. We can delete that. Oh yeah, I don't have the music going. Hold on. Yeah, no more single block machines. Yeah, I need to hold myself to that. All right, peak music. Maybe it's a bit too loud. All right. So, this even have a water bucket. Alright, so this we need to just process it in a EBF carbon. Oh shit, this ate through all of our oxygen. Uh-oh. Oh, made a bit at least. Yeah, it's gonna take a while. Alright, so iron dust, oh, I need to turn this back on. And put it away. That Tarkov thing was a nightmare, huh? Yeah. It's all a dream. One of these days we'll escape Tarkov. Alright, turn that off. I think. It's only 4 PM, it feels like 8 PM. Alright, it's like an early stream and then... I know. I say early, but I started at 1. Alright, so we have all this conductive iron. I wanted to make... Was it the smart cable? The dense smart, yeah, dense... I just make the dense one, the normal one. You woke up at 8 AM and could not go back to bed, dog. You wanted to sleep in pain. Yeah, I get that sometimes too. I think smart cables are worth it. Yeah, I think they're only worth it at the very end of a line, so you can see how many, you know, channels you have at the very end. So like here, you can see it's like, you know, it's 7 out of 8, whatnot. So yeah, let's see. Dense covered. I need to make that fancy rubber now. FTL, love this game. Peak. There is a successor to it. I think it's called Void War, which is just legit FTL assets, but more features and whatnot. What did you say about the filter being used up? So it's in use even if you're in or out of raid. It will always go down with durability. So I only put it in if I'm doing like the, like if you know you're going to be in a raid for a long time, just, I mean, you might as well use it. But, yeah, Void War is... I think they got permission from FTL to use, like, assets from it. And it's just legit the same game, but, like, Warhammer themed. So I think it's pretty neat. Okay, so we need to make one of these rubbers. I need to see which one's going to be actually not the worst thing to make. Although, it looks like the biolab is going to need that, so I might as well make polystyrene. It's FTL's Warhammer? Yep. I'm surprised it doesn't really get a lot of publicity. But it is in, like, in the beta stages, I think, because they're still adding stuff to it. Ooh, naphtha, steam cell, likely cracked. Distillation. Butadiene. Okay, this spider needs to skedaddle on out of here. Alright. Yeah, I can't play GTH with Tarkov forever. True, true, you gotta have some variety. Alright. Chloromethane. Okay, I guess we'll make more large chemical reactors. Alright, so, chloromethane, boom. Into dimethyl dichlorosaline. Oh, it's just silicon? Really? And some water and you make... Wow, that's nothing. That's dirt cheap. Tarkov is killing your viewership, but you don't care. I mean, you'll eventually get the good Tarkov viewers that like watching Tarkov and whatnot. Really hit or miss with some people. Some people like Minecraft, some people are here just for Batman. Look at him. But it all depends on like the viewers you snatch. Alright, I guess we just do Cupro, grab this. I guess we can just start making chemical lines, really. Automated, of course, but I don't know where the hell we're gonna get fluorine from. Redeemed pet Batman? Oh, that's... okay, okay. Second pet Batman today. Yeah, chatters lurk while you play GTH. I mean, GTH is a chill game, so I can see why people lurk and just vibe. Now, Tarkov, on the other hand, you can't really fall asleep to that, although some people do. No, Batman. He doesn't lose his 100 days washed. Oh boy. Gotta get the channel points. New bed. Let me get a link. I just looked one up on Amazon. Let me see. I looked up like cat bed. Let's see. Orders. Try not to dox myself. Holly pet, fluffy plush pet, cat couch, soft calming pet, sofa bed for medium small, cats and dogs, silver gray. There you go. Let me try to get a link. It doesn't look quite like the picture in the whatchamacallit on Amazon. It's not as like big and fluffy. Let's see. That work? Yeah. Yeah, if you look at the picture, it's not quite as fluffy. You know, it's kind of there. I need to like fluff this up somehow. But it is pretty nice because you can take the cushions from the inside and just wash it. Though. All right. Hopefully my finger's like healed by tomorrow. I really don't want to use this bandage. pointer finger. Alright. So, let me get chlorine a nice way. Man, I might need to get into plants, shouldn't I? So we certainly do not have enough chlorine. Why is that one off? Uh-oh. Gotta fix it. Pipe is loose. Yeah. Fix. Yeah, can you get your tail off? Come on. What are you doing? There you go. Alright, so we have that. Plastic. How's our PFE going? Good amount, a good amount. I won't lie. Batman have a heating pad under his bed? Nope, he does not. He prevented the need for maintenance. It has a chance to prevent it, I think. But it also, like, fixes everything once you, like, the first time you apply it. But yeah, good morning, good morning. Like, good morning, but we did stream earlier. I did crash, so we have been streaming a lot longer than 27 minutes. Which, it is very unfortunate that we crashed. It was bad. But, it is what it is. We'll just be lazy about that cell right there. Alright, so. Do you have one of these again? I do need the pipe thingy. Or another day, another chance, another crash. Please no. It was disheartening. That happened. Alright, let's get a few pipes. Need the large one. Or I think it was normal, wasn't it? Yeah, just PTFE. Yeah, we're working our way towards dense cables so we can actually do more automation. Because only having 8 channels kind of sucks. Yeah, I'm really curious why it crashed. Like, why did it... Was it memory leak, I guess? Just... Tarkoved out. Alright, 48 ought to be enough. Alright, now I need these frames. I have enough of those. Let's... A few stacks. Yeah, like, we need to automate, so I don't need to walk over here and then put this in and wait. That. Decided to skip to more peak songs. Won't be on too much. Well, it's not too much longer, but dinner will be soon. TM. Oh, we can use excess methane from the ETFE production. Actually, gonna be pretty good. wrench is now in here. Alright, so we have that, have this. We need inputs to bless me for making so many. We probably won't need the items one, but sure. Energy hatch. We're gonna need an HV1, I think. That's not the right one. We don't even have patterns. Alright. Pattern. Missing the quartz glass. But we had the, yeah, 100. Okay, we have some dust up here. Certus quartz. Certus. We should reinstate the washer that I had, at least. But it should be fine. And then we need glass. I guess we'll just make more. We don't have any sand. Yeah, don't have the hotkey for the magnet set. Is there a hotkey for this? Usually I just like keep it in my inventory. Let's see, what was it called then? Magnet? Toggle magnet. Which one is this? This is the the draconic one. Alright, so I guess 10. Okay, that's nutrition. Really don't need to see nutrition. Alright, I'm gonna just put this in here then. Ballin'. If I do that. Alright, that is peak. Alright, let's get some water. I can figure out where we have some. There you go. Alright, so we have enough of that. And that many buckets. We do need, however, a lot of sand. Right there. Alright. Home sand. Got a rainbow. And it's gone. Love my gambling music. Man. Hello, hello. You teenage? A little bit. Not too long. I do have dinner soon, TM-ish. Man, we are decimating this entire sand mound. Honestly, I should set up an automated system just to make glass and quartz glass. That won't be too bad. Alright, arc furnace. Oop. Yes, the scuffed setup. I forgot it takes 2 amps. Well, 2 amps for this recipe. Alright, probably good enough. Dump the rest in here because we don't have to worry about our inventory for a little bit, surprisingly. Alright, so quartz, I need like 100 there. Alright, little pattern. That's 6 of them, at least. Alright, now I wanted to make this recipe. We can just put it in an assembler. No, we cannot. Alright, which one of these suckers is getting replaced? That, or you just put it in here? Now this has... do that for now. I'm missing pumps, high voltage coil, this funny coolant, which I think we want to use the other one. I forgot. Alright, so we should have... oh, should. Let's see, energetic. I have a little bit of it. And to make these coils, we need magnetic steel. How many does it... 4 to... okay, so... 12. Yeah, I really want to get back in on GTA, but you're so distracted with other games. What other games are you distracted with? Real question. Alright, boom. Pump. Very obscure and previously Factorio. Oh, and Mega Bonk. Oh, Mega Bonk. I need to get back into Mega Bonk. Kind of stopped playing it. I have a wrench in here. Screwdriver. Have that. HV energy hatch. Low power IC. Got that. Yeah, gotta get at least top 100 before you retire. But I did it in Beat Saber. At the top, what, 20? No. Was it 19 or 11th in the world and then just stopped? Alright, I fell off, you could say. Beat Saber, my beloved, yeah. Used to be, until I got carpal tunnel in both hands, and I was like, well, maybe it's time to stop. And I just couldn't keep up with the zoomers. I could vibrate their wrists. That's when you switch to feet control? Oh no. First control, more like. I don't have gold cable. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I fit enough. Where's our fat cells at? Concrete coolant. Alright, there it is. Alright, a little bit of rubber. I should cover all of these. Alright, let's see. Chlorine. A good way to get this. Here's a good way to get it for now. Let's get the salt bee. Boy. Tells me I might need to get into the bees. You salt from the kitchen mod? You can, but you can only use it for that salt for food, sadly. As unfortunate as it is. Yeah, I wish they had a way to create wildcard recipes for A2. Isn't that just substitution? Yeah, salty root. Hmm. Yeah, salt water, can't really... Hmm. Why isn't there like, yeah, there's salt water on the moon, but there's a 16% chance. Not like we have ways to teleport that liquid anyways. Oh well, I guess the only input's gonna be chlorine for now. So, it is what it is. Alright, I think this should be done by now. HV energy hatches. Because, what was the line for this? 1 and then 2 for that. And, oh, it's just 2. 4. Just get ender tanks, yeah. Just get them, easy. Where it's so easy. Yeah, gambiting, we'll get it. I mean, you're not wrong, but we need an IV assembler before we can even get to that. Because, like, once we get there, I'm upgrading all these HV bags, and we're just gonna gamble all of them. Immediately in IV. Alright, either way, let's go to bed. Make the... We're going to silicon. Yeah, silicon rubber. Because styrene, we'd have to have an oil set up. Yeah, polystyrene. That really only really needs. Yeah, I need butadiene. Yeah, this is what we'll make after we get the nether tree and we get free oil. So I'll just go with this for now. I guess we are working with chemicals, so kind of fitting. Although a little loud. It's pretty redundant when you have silicon rubber running. Yeah, I guess you only really need styrene for a little bit of the biolab, I guess. Need to cover this up, don't we? Alright, so this is making, yeah, methane, which we can honestly borrow, because we have a lot of. Plan for today, probably just make silicon rubber, just make that, put in a bunch of chlorine, and probably be good for the day. Wait, how's this doing? It's a little full. I did forget that we built this little contraption last time. I have not improved it. I guess I need to add the decorative blocks on it. But yeah, I'm going to set up a centrifuge there too. Over to your biolab gets focused on a ton, Loki. Whenever... Remember, it was like the... Whenever you get to living circuits. I know that much. That's when it starts being really used. Alright, either way. And I think we'll keep the same gap of 3 in between, just so it's consistent. Alright, so... boom. I think that might have been UV? Yeah, something like that. Because you need to do some really... I remember hating it a lot. It was like RNG based, and if you got like the one petri dish you need for the circuits or something. Kind of dumb. But yeah, first thing is we're going to be making chloromethane, which is just 2 inputs. Circuit 1. Probably have energy hatch right there. Now it's going to be chlorine and that. Thank you, Minecraft. This, set this to 1. And then we need an output. I'll just go here. Also need a maintenance hatch, I forgot that part. Yep, so put it here. Just need to grab one. Of those. Being lazy. And then, do we use our tape? Might as well, why not? Perfect. So now we got to... Oh, is this long enough? I don't know where we're going to be inputting the chlorine. Which might be tedious. Oh, let's see. Maybe move this up, actually. So you can walk under the pipe. If anything, we can just switch the inputs eventually. Alright, so yeah, that's gonna make that. This will be the output. We'll go straight into another chemical reactor. No, we could wall share it. That'd be awkward to do. And I'll keep it separate. How bad is this again? Iffy, that. A little annoying. Let me see if we can make this like even. Make 22 of those. Should be fine. Like the wall share LCRs while also sharing the output hatch into the input hatch. I might do that because it's literally just we're making the dimethylchloral silicate thing. And then this will go into a third chemical reactor with water, and then just the output. Which, I guess we'll... Oh wait, does this recycle the chlorine? I think it does. Oh, we can recycle the chlorine. Yeah, because this will spit out hydrochloric acid. You get that down here and more it's diluted though. It makes normal hydrochloric. I think we still should get it back. Yeah, we should also get salt back. No, I think you just get the diluted hydrochloric. If I'm not mistaken. And then this is, you get the polydimethylsiloxane, which is the silicon rubber. And then, oh, we need a fourth chemical reactor just to make the molten part. We can do the tiny one. Oh, a little itty bitty. Doesn't even need to be like HV, could just be like MV or something. Do we... Bear module on the side of it. So, gas turbine, grab that. Do we have the solid steel machine casing? 17 of it. We'll have some left over. Make one. Steel plates. Hopefully we won't need more of these input hatches, but should be fine. That. 22 of it. Boom. We'll just throw one away for now. Alright, so we need 33 ingots of ETFE. Let me extract it really quick. Right, there's polyethylene here. Just put it next to it. I can. Ow. There. Alright, we're good. So that on 6. Oh, I need this advanced assembler to not be filled with polyethylene. Alright, that is pretty good speed. Damn, looks like we'll have to adjust our little design a little bit. How we're gonna do the EBS. Or not the EBS, the chem reactors. I took my wrench again. I can't spell. Yeah, chemical. Alright, veg. Lip balm. Thank God for... Called again? Yeah, Burt's Beeswax. Bless. Got way too dry lips. Alright, so how we're gonna do this is... This will have to be moved. The input's like here. Means we'll need more pipe. Really ought to drag a cable here. How many cables do we have? 74. Little buff. I have a terminal though. I should really be buying these too. Alright, so I know we have this here, yeah. 1, 2, 3... I don't know, I might actually rip it from there because we're not really using it. Ow. Can't reach it. And what you hear is just PC fan go burr. For what? Alright, good. Drag it along this pipe. In your home. Dude, you should hear Waffle's PC whenever he boots up Tarkov. His little single fan, whatever GPU he has, just immediately just starts whirring to life. It's super loud too. Let's see. Alright, look at that. Good old wiring. Fighting for its life, yeah. I don't know why NVIDIA makes like a single fan and they think it's good type of thing. Like, it's really bad for stuff like that. There's like one fan struggling, like, it is weird. Alright, so we have this here now, thankfully. Don't have to run all the way into the base now. But, oh yeah, I didn't even grab the pipes. Pipe. Ooh, we have no potent pipes. We can use the... Is this used for anything? No, not really. A milker. Hardly even know her. Back when you went to school, we had one kid who literally had a laptop became a jet engine whenever you needed to boot a VM. Oh no. Ignore us just decimating all that methane. Alright, so the way this will work is I need to change this point here. Then we add another casing, which I did not make. Oh, there it is. Oh, we don't have the mega large chemical. There you go. HV circuits, HV machines. Lazy. More. Yeah, single fan doesn't make sense for GPUs that dropped after like 2018 or something. Yeah, it's like... I still wish EVGA made GPUs. I really do. I bought their last 3080, and it's been holding up so far. Glad I got that one at least. These steel rods. Alright, let's go make some rods and polarize them. You need a computer, but you know you can't get one because of RAM. You could use your old computer's RAM if it's not too bad. Yeah, Gigabyte's good, Asus is good as well, like the Asus ROG, I think. They're still good companies, but EVGA was, in my opinion, the best. It's 16 gigabytes DDR4, 3600. It's... you could manage. You could still use it. I'd probably get it to 32 if you could. It's DDR4, so it won't be too bad of a price right now. But even those are going up, I think. Alright, where's our polarizer? No, polarizer. Yeah, EVGA had a good mindset with their GPUs too, especially on the 10 series. Yeah, they were just smart. They had good designs and everything, and I know. EVGA just kind of, or no, NVIDIA kind of screwed them over. Ready for the AI bubble to pop? I don't know if it'll ever pop. I really don't. Because AI is only improving, which is not a good thing, but its price is also going up to upkeep it, so maybe... I mean, you'd have to want certain companies to just straight up collapse and go bankrupt. So you can get all of the chips, the GPUs, the SSDs, the RAM that they were using for AI to just get insta-sold to whoever. Yes, but is it making money? No, it is not making money. Dude, OpenAI is like in the biggest like deficit probably. You have like, I don't know. AI is scuffed. Let's see, do we order? We make 10 more. Level 1. Hold on, were we making some hither? Yeah, we were. Dirt. Alright, let's get these boards made. I don't need the water in there. Oh, yeah, this pipe. Alright, this ought to make some. If the delta wasn't so huge, you'd believe it couldn't hold out, but bubble or not, it's definitely a paradigm shift. Bubble likely in a form of disinterest for 99% of all applications. I mean, nowadays, just people just use like the AI video generation to make stupid videos and whatnot. So, I don't know. AI is scuffed, regardless. It's fake. It's fake. Moving on to the next financial crisis. I'd love for the economy to crash so I can maybe afford a house. Maybe. Alright, I'll make that. We'll do our own thing. Yes, the recent grok remove that woman's clothing drama? Yeah. Yeah. Sure is something. Alright, do we do the triple wall share? Maybe. I think it removed the tape, didn't it? Tragic. Jarvis, yeah. Yeah, the day you can do that is the day humanity dies. Those robots finally come out. That one company is building. It's Jover. Alright, so we have that. Yeah, the shouldn't wall share if it's like right there. Just throw another one at the end here. Yeah, eventually we'll get to that point, that meme point. The peasants are so poor they can't buy our products. Yeah. Like, oh, can't buy it. Well, guess I won't use it. Oh well. I get that demand to go all the way down. Mm, 15. 10. Maybe 4. Here. Yeah, at this point, it's going to be the internet would just be randomly AI generated content. There would be no real actual things. Alright, oh wait, wait for this to cook. Dead internet theory for real, yeah. I always remember that one quote, like, in the future, entertainment will be randomly generated. It's like, well, pretty much there. Eventually, you'll probably just make an entire movie. Yeah, from VeggieTales, it's been like that for a while. Yeah. The days when we saw Will Smith eat spaghetti and we laughed. That was AI generated. It's like, I can't get any better than this. We're gonna need a lot more of these chemically inert. But, oh well, either way. Oh, I should really... I guess we'll keep it in the middle. Yeah, inputs are gonna be here for now. Output's gonna be there, and we'll need it. Do that. So the output, a wrench will just be right here. Yeah, first thing is chloromethane, 2 inputs, 2 liquid outputs though. That's gonna be annoying to figure out. What to see. Because that will have to, hopefully it'll be the liquid we want. Filter outputs in the buses themselves. Yeah, I remember trying to do that for like the distillation tower, but it just didn't work. For whatever reason. But yeah, we can do this and that. So say I want this to be out. Be there. Incomplete structure. Uh-oh. Wonder. So yeah, input. Here. It's in line mode. Alright, it's perfect. I need to borrow some chlorine from somewhere. It seems they don't need as much chlorine. Okay, so I also need, yeah, input still there. It's nice. Oh yeah, you have no power. You tried to run. Oh, there goes. Damn it. Oh, it ate the whole chlorine. Okay, I didn't expect it to do that. His mega distillation tower. God. Yeah, does this really take? Yeah, I need more HV. Man, hello waffle, hello. And despair for that terminal run. Alright, let me... What music do we have? That. Gambling music. Nie, tylko jedno w głowie mam. Oczywiście. Oczywiście. Dude, I'm always I'm reminded by that one meme one of our friends posted of like, how did the Polish put 4 different words into one word? Oh, that was great. It was the vypierdalaj. It was like the, you know, get the fuck out of here. Actually, you could say it's more than 4. I'd say 6. But it's like the rudest way to say GTFO type of thing. They're just amused that it was that long. Make 8 or 8 of them. It was fun. But yeah, I don't know, I might try to do like an offline raid of terminal. Cause like legit, OBS crashed, as well as the game. So I don't know if it's like a memory leak from like OBS's side, or maybe Tarkov, because I had it open for way too long. I don't know. Still kind of bummed out. I definitely do get better frames when I'm, you know, not streaming, but that's beside the fact. Oh yeah, don't we have chlorine spare over here? Probably Tarkov, you notice after playing a while it takes a long time to load traders. Yeah, maybe it was just Tarkov and got unlucky. But man, I was like the furthest I've ever gotten past the boss too. Only to die. And they're just annoying me. We love 10 trillion chlorine, yeah. Our beloved, it's tasty. Alright, we use bronze for all these. Let's see if we have any spare. Literally around the corner, yeah. Literally right there. Yeah, you have 215,000 buckets in your AE network? Yeah, I mean, it's a small amount, you could say. Yeah, which this will have... like so. Yeah, that looks good. Lights are somewhere. Now you should be fine. Okay. Now please go into the right outputs. Good. Have hydrochloric acid. This would just go immediately into the input bus of this one. Perfect. And now this with a input of raw silicon. Do we have? We should have raw silicon here. Yeah, right here. Plenty of it. We do need like an item pipe though. For there I use like Ender IO conduits, which I mean I could. If we extract this on gray, which I don't think it's being used anywhere. I just need to drag this. So far away, though. Maybe not. What line are you making? The silicon line. It's pretty small. We just need to get all the correct things together. Electrum. We'll probably just use Electrum. It's kind of overkill, but we don't have any other pipes on hand. So, it is what it is. And then we just need, like, a conveyor. It'll be fine. Sure they can conduit into a pipe. I could. But let's see, do this. Cool. Not do that. Oh yeah, oh yeah. This spaghetti's gonna get nice and spaghetti. Oh, we got peak music though. I'm gonna turn this one up. Peak. And I'm gonna use meteors in this run. I plan to do meteors, bees, but like right now I just want to get all the automation going. Alright, then foot bus. Chemically inert. Alright, so hopefully this isn't on. No, it won't be. We need to make dimethyl dichlorosilane. Yeah, duct tape, best tape, true. What texture of Healing Axe? It is a texture that one of the developers made, Samsa. It's in his Discord, you should be able to find it. But yeah, it has like the RGB tools. It's pretty nice. That's all it does. It just makes this RGB. Alright, let's go make a gas turbine. Right, it's just like a resource pack. More steel fans. New Vajra texture is cheeks. Yeah, I like the old one as well. Alright, so we need... already has the input, both inputs. Now we just need the one output. It'll be, I guess, in the back here. Oh, goodbye, cat. So yeah, output will be there. And then input... yes. Should form. It is not forming. Incomplete structure. Thinking about... okay, I mean that makes fine. Has this an input bus. Energy hatch is up top. You wall share coils. I think we can only do a 2x2 wall share, it seems like. I think that's the issue. Maybe it's like that. I think we just had one too many coils. That should be fine. Yeah, that was the issue. Just one too many coils. I connected these together and had like another coil in there. Alright, that's fixed. And maintenance there. Alright. Tape. Yeah, everything should be fine. Output goes into input there. Yeah, this one's gonna not have enough. So yeah, input, there'll only be one output. There. Alright, so then with this, we just combine it with water, and that's pretty much it. The water's gonna be stupidly easy. I'll just have like a thirsty tank or something. Or an endervoir, which is gonna be cheaper to make, honestly. I can put it right next to it, too. Alright, we can have another input here for the water. And then I think all that we need to do is output this. That. We need 2 input buses. Because that will be input. Right, either way, we need to get buses. Go to bed. More peak. Alright, we're also gonna need like a distiller and an electrolyzer too. Yeah, let's get the bus. So, input bus. There goes the wrench. I also need the maintenance hatches as well. And 3 of them. And then we need a chest. Cat food. He's meowing. I need to turn the cat cam off too. He's not even there. Yeah, we'll do the great AE2ification of the base. Right after we make the dense cables. Dense cables, which will make us passive, or like on-demand crafts as well. That's what we really need right now. Come on. Hold on, let me check in on him. Alright. He wanted to go outside. He's been freed. Alright, so 1. Boop, boop. Patrolling the streets of Gotham, exactly. It is nighttime, so this is like perfect time to go. Alright, that'll get us our buses. So yeah, let's get that, boom, input hatch. bus for this lovely silicon. Oh yeah, you need to put a motor on. Alright, chloromethane, yeah. Put that to 1. Let's see, input there. Output only 1 liquid, I hope. Yeah, 1 liquid. Oh, that's nice. You can actually add both of the outputs there. I always thought you can only do 1. So yeah, once we input that there, we'll need water. Which I forgot to make the reservoir. Fused quartz. Alright, get that. Yeah, glass dust and Sardis quartz. Yeah, we can do that one. Need 6 per. Need 12. Ooh, that takes a while, doesn't it? Alright, regardless, we do now need 4 electric pumps. Which means I need more steel rotors. Okay, I don't like how it puts stuff in here. Close it. Alright, boom, bam. 2, 3, 4. Just enough. I think our wrench is gone too. Yeah, it is. Steel. Hammer. Okay. Good as new. Cauldron. Go. 2 buckets is enough to start it. Now we just need a fluid conduit. Food conduit. Yeah. Hello, gaming. Do a little gaming, do a little chemical line. Alright. So, maintenance hatch, maintenance hatch. Have that gas turbine done eventually. Output should be fine. I should probably turn this on. Yeah, this will go into the input hatch here. And with that, we just need to combine it with water. So we can do this. Yeah, I guess it doesn't render, but it's alright. What's the best to give the scav case? I always do the moonshine. That's what I always do. The PTFE work, or did something break? No, everything's fine. We came back to a little over 5,000 PTFE, but I just took like 1,000 to put into our AE system. But yeah, everything's working just fine. Surprisingly. Now we got plenty of oxygen. We're going to be using the silicon later on. Somewhere else. Well, later on. We're going to be making silicon rubber with it. Yeah, the only slow part is the biotype because of the centrifuge for stone dust taking ages. That's whatever. We got all the time in the world. And some. Alright, let's go make some chemically inert casings. To finish that up. Yeah, we need solid steel. Boom. 14. Should end it out. Now, to make that, boom. Is 14 a good number? Yes, it is. 21 of these. Eventually, I hope to automate, you know, making everything. But right now, I gotta... It is what it is. We'll work on automating stuff once we can get the dense cables to actually have more of these interfaces. Alright. I have a fluid extractor, I know that, I think. Wait for the day you launch MC and have no power. No, I made it so we have a backup of 4,000 buckets minimum. So the power system will power itself before it powers anything else. It is a good failsafe. Alright, we change it to 6. Yeah, we do not need to worry about that. Luckily. I did think ahead a little bit. Plus, I'll be impressed if we go through, what is it, 12 million buckets of benzene? Plus all the buffers in the actual tubes. Watch it break somehow for full despair. Yeah. That's knowing us, that's somehow gonna happen. Because, like, we're just slapping passive stuff on over and over, so eventually we'll be losing benzene instead of making more. Which then I'll have to scramble to make nitrogen so we can put it into our benzene setup and make it quicker. Twice as fast, even. Which, I don't know if the tree farm will upkeep, so we'll have to also upgrade that. It's a whole roundabout problem, I should say. Alright, we did not get the gas turbine. Who did we get the casings? Alright, don't need the pump. Don't need these tiny bronze. Let's make a gas turbine. Motor. Cable. Wow, silver either. That's really bad. Easy to compress air than centrifuge it. I was gonna vacuum freeze air and then distillation tower it. Because we'll get buckets of other useful airs too. Alright, wire mill. Wire. Do that. Let's see. Steel. Yeah, polarize this now. Mostly your brain that's breaking, to be honest. Yeah, there's a lot to do. Speaking of, how's the EBF doing? Ilmenite. Did this not put the ilmenite in? Oh no, I need to do that myself. And then we'll have delicious titanium. Yeah, this whole setup will create us titanium. so we should have a bit more silver cables to coat. And we just need I think it should be 1-to-1. Go over here, boom. 24. We're good. And all of yesterday, detouring to make a tree, future magic quarters. Yeah, our little magic quarters might need a little revamp eventually, once we get more into it. But I did just rush it to get the restorer. Can't complain too much. Alright, 3 gas turbines ought to be enough. Yeah, just a flying square. You can make it a nice circle. Maybe have some rings or something, like a tree. Don't have to be too fancy about it. Alright, so. Input, but there's no output. So, what does this even output? Outputs an item in diluted sulfuric or hydrochloric acid. Change that to a output. Yep. So I'll put right into the input of this one. And then I guess it's kind of awkward. It's going to be diluted anyways, so I'll put here. A little scuffed, but it'll work. Brighter. Yeah, we've been putting off baby Flatline for over a week at this point. Last bit needed a Lapatronic Super. Oh boy. Yeah, it reminded me of like making the Lapatronic battery and everything. Alright, I think we can turn this one on now. Maybe not. What circuit do we need for this? Circuit 1. Yeah, I don't suppose... Alright, input buses. Well, I guess we have this one. Alright. Yep. Polydimethylsiloxane pulp. And diluted hydrochloric acid, which will distill and then electrolyze and back into chlorine. I guess we'll have leftover hydrogen. Yeah, so with this diluted, we need to undilute it. Just at the distillery. Distillery. It's not too bad. I need to make those S&D components. Not bullish. Mainly this one. Alright, let's try to make it in here. Should be fine. And then we just need polyethylene. Yep. Grab this. Yeah, good morning, good morning. Does anyone know what items should you use to craft roasted wisteria? Oh, that is beyond my scope for understanding. Yeah, that sucks. No patterns. Alright, making power. Just good old benzene. We're using a pyrolyzed oven and then distilling everything into benzene. It's Thaumcraft. Oof. That is, yeah, that's beyond my knowledge. Ooh. Neodymium and I have tantalum. Yeah, I have tantalum. Impure. A little bit of there. Okay. There is still some hope. This, we can electrolyze it really quick. Yeah, can't be that bad, surely. You have Ilmenite slag lying around, that's free tantalum too. Yeah, we don't have the processing line, I think, to go about doing it. I might have some tantalum upstairs, but right now I'm just trying to get enough for this much. Blast furnace on 1. This for now. There you go. That. So what else we need to do? Less tantalum cooks up a little bit. Yeah, 150 seconds each. Alright, veg. Alright, guess we won't worry about the last part. So, polydimethyl siloxane. Sulfur is going to be something we're going to have to get from the nether tree. Know that. I guess we can have the input be... I guess at the end. It is if we had the bus for it. God, we do. A video that explained how to pretty much fully automate Thaumcraft and GT, and dear god it hurts. Yep. This looks like pain. Alright. White. Alright, and then we just need a output hatch for the liquid. Alright, and then we'll need a solidifier. And that's pretty much it. Oh, we need an electrolyzer as well. Just need HV stuff. Let's see, distillery, HV. Oh yeah, that. Let's see, we should have neodymium. Yeah, we have quite a bit. Tantalum should be done by now. Let this cook up. Yeah, I don't know why automation game is bee-based. Bees are free real estate. That's what they are. But yeah, they're very, very overpowered. You just need to get the time and the luck to do it. We wanted, what, fine wire, I think? Alright, that's cooking. Yeah, developers of the game mod pack knew Waffle will be playing it at some point. That's why they made everything bees. True. They knew, they knew. Oh, man. Yawning. You got it, let's go. Nice, easy. Surely it was easy. We wait. How's our stainless? Not good. Another one. Alright, so distillery. Electrolyzer. Another gas turbine. Central processing. Do we not have a lot of those? Oh no, we're cooked. Oh, I have the wafer. I don't have this outputting. How's this not... Weird. Oh well. A bit more boards. Tantalum. I ran out of iron 3 chloride. Have a cover? Yeah, I was thinking that it might, honestly. Cover West Advanced Item Holder. Oh, that's why. Alright, just need enough for one more gas turbine. And I'll be happy. Yeah, we'll finish this setup, and then we're gonna be calling it good enough there, Your Honor. Probably should make a super tank. We do not have vibrant alloy. Do that though. Alright, we may be low on steel again. It is what it is. Throw this in here. I think we are good almost. Alright, so at the very last process here, we need sulfur. Yeah, so they're gonna sleep. Catch, alright, the Godspeed Gamer, good night. Honk Shua on that thing. I'm sure it's pretty late over there already in Europe. Although some of y'all are also still staying up way too late. How am I gonna... Enough sulfur? Maybe. Not that late, Patty. Just midnight? Yeah, it's just midnight. All it is. Usually don't go to bed till like 3 or 4 in the morning. You're from UK. I only do that on the weekends. I don't know how y'all do that. Like, I guess it is the weekend, isn't it? But I know some people do it on the weekdays. Baffles me. Why is it not outputting into this? I gotta swap this. Alright, so this has that. Now we need a gas turbine. When it downwards. This will distill that, and then once we distill it, we can electrolyze it. Probably do the chlorine cell. I did not make the electrolyzer. Waffle's given up drinking that won't last long. Nah, he's probably gonna not drink till at least he's back from like the little vacation. Electrolyze the diluted stuff straight. No. You have to undilute it. Yeah. It is what it is. You'll be drinking on vacation for sure. You don't travel and not drink. Yeah, especially for Counter-Strike. Heresy if you do. Or if, like, you don't. Alright, the fluid pipe. Should be good. Okay, a bit slow, but whatever. So now this needs to get shocked a little bit to give us probably a chlorine cell. We can just go over here, put it in, which I annoyingly... Oh no, it's right here. Perfect. Ooh, now the problem is this also has some hydrochloric acid right there. I'm gonna use this. Feels like we lost some chlorine along the way. Only 10, but I put in 16. Could be stuck in these pipes. So, we electrolyze it into, I guess, the 11. Yeah, so we get that. We're gonna need to use both of these, really. Damn, I almost want to move this input hatch. Not running, right? Yeah. So this, we're doing chlorine, so I'll make it, what, lime. And this will extract, or insert back on, like, gray. And the hydrogen we really don't care about. Let me get a trash can. Make it. Alright, pretty much almost done. Diluted as a loss? Yeah, tragic. We need chlorine as an input then, constantly. Not good, not good. So loud. Yeah, 2/3. Damn, I actually need to grab a bunch of this then. I'm sure we have enough iron 3 chloride, right? For us to borrow entire tank. Let me get another one. Oh, just being lazy. A little lazy. You get that salt crop? Yeah, the salt crop, the nether tree. We need a lot. Alright, so slurp that. Alright, so that's it there. That should input it past it, okay. Goodbye hydrogen, we'll be missed. Alright. That molten silicon rubber. I kind of feel like we should have a solidifier here instead of just a super tank, but yeah, we can have both. I want to change the conduit to the tank so it can't backfill. Oh, yeah, so it puts the cell in there instead of the input hatch. Will do. I love pumps. Being super lazy about this. Alright, get to bed. And once that solidifier is done, that is it for today. It's already 6 o'clock, I gotta go make dinner. Make an ingot mold, don't we? You just make this by... I mean, I could with the forming press, but... Yeah, we're already here. Still using our little smeltery. Make a traveler's belt yet would be useful. I probably could. Yeah, just that and the diamond stuff. I really don't really swap my hotbar. I don't know. I don't know if I'd get used to it. The goon tracker. What time is it? Won't be doing it anytime soon. Alright, that's gonna finish in a bit. The solidifier, boom. Everything's just high voltage nowadays. We do need a drawer as well. Ought to be enough. Come on, it's right there. Smidge more. Boom. Ingot mold. Easy peasy. Yeah, add this. So insert on lime, extract, light gray. Alright, that's good. Please input into it. There you go. Alright, a silicon rubber bar, our beloved. We could have made a plate mold, but it is what it is. Alright, that is done. So what is not working here? Yeah, silicone rubber, yeah. Alright, I think everything works just fine. Yep. Polydimethyl siloxane. Now we do need an input of sulfur, which we'll get from the nether tree. But that's a future me problem, as well as the chlorine. So it'll make what it can, and then run out. But I feel like this is fine. And all of this just to make dense cables. Yeah, because it takes silicon rubber. Or styrene butadiene, but that's whatever. Yeah, 4 covered cables into that. I think we can do... I'll probably just do this recipe. There's no big difference. Yeah, once we get enough of this, then we can make this fat cable and finally get to automating stuff with more channels through the cables. Yeah, not too bad. Not too shabby of a setup. I kinda wish we didn't waste or like miss out on chlorine. Is this diluted? Yeah, you get half whatever you do. Can it still keep up? It's more about the electrolyzer can't keep up. But this doesn't need to be fast. It just needs to be functioning constantly. That's all it needs to be. Now, hopefully it won't void anything. Hopefully. But, yeah. Got silicon. Or silicon rubber. Which, I think we skipped, so I want to hold 128 sheets to skip this questline, yeah. I don't want to hold all of this, it's kind of annoying. I mean, it should get us this whole line. Let me do that real quick. Get the sheets. We ought to just make it into sheets, because if we need it as a liquid, we can just extract it. God, that is quick. There's not even like a little status bar, it's just poof, gone. Done. Alright, perfect. Four HV loot bags. A few coins. That tank for now. Alright, gamba soon, yeah, soon. Once we get to IV, we'll be gambling. Yeah, another chemical line done. This we'll do whenever we get the nether tree, which, I don't know if it's like another sapling, another tree. Forgot what it was. Nether sapling. Yeah, cinder pearls, ethereal bloom, shimmer leaf, lava air shards, and all this junk. Yeah, check up on our mass raider. Poor thing. Alright, do we want to process this ilmenite in a certain way? Oh, yeah, this way. Sulfuric acid. Get, yeah, tantalum. Might keep it. Should we soon get a big Ivy brother to take over his job? Yeah. A maceration stack. Surely, right? Surely. But yeah, this is gonna do its thing for quite a long time. So I am not gonna bother it for now. What I will do is grab this. And then put it down somewhere. Let's see, where are we putting it? Ants light there. Through that vein. Alrighty, so this little spot here, and I'll probably just dig it out. Alright, boom, bam. Alright. Do we have any torches? We do. It's a bit lit up. When I check up on the byproducts of the silicon line. Miner. Dave. Probably gonna take a long while before it even gets through all that hydrochloric acid, but yeah. First time you see a wasp hive in the nether and it has wasp spawning already. God, I remember I use the wasp hive just for sugar, so I can electrolyze it for carbon, I think. Oh no, for dynamite. For TNT, I mean. I used so much honey. Yeah, 70. This is actually pretty quick, but yeah, this is gonna take a while to even electrolyze it. But everything seems fine and dandy. Silicon has quite a lot left. This needs 9 anyways. Enough fluid output space. Yeah. Much hydrochloric acid. Maybe we add a buffer here. Actually still make it. I need a... Did I really put it away? I did. Alright, so this should work now. This should have a really big buffer. Don't have to worry about it. Yeah, okay. That's solved. It'll make a lot really quick, but it'll have to go through all the hydrochloric acid to electrolyze it. So, more of a band-aid fix than anything. And the chlorine we're just inputting. That should be fine. Any chlorine we make from this, it just goes into here. It gets emptied, and then the cell goes back to the electrolyzer. Like, pretty much instant. That already drank 300k. A little bit. A little thirsty, but it drank that much because it has a lot still to recycle. Yeah, by the time you're AE, yeah. Because once we're in AE, like a lot, all these setups can be improved to multi-blocks, so we don't have to use cells and whatnot. Mainly, like, the centrifuging, the stone dust, it takes so long just to get the biotite. Like, we could get black granite, but we really get a lot of it. Good to get the stone. Honestly, really pretty good. Just a straight stone bee. Could be any of these. Alright, well that's a whole can of worms that we have to open up. Yeah, when you work on bees over time, yeah, same with stone combs. But yeah, eventually. Can of bees, or a suitcase of bees. Alright, either way, chat, before I keep playing for too long, I need to go and make some dinner. So, let me do that. On. Yeah, at least in 3 to 4 days, next time you play it, you'll have a lot of silicon. True. And all my chlorine will be gone. and sulfur. But, hey, at least we'll have a lot of it. But yeah, chat, I'm gonna head off and eat some dinner. Tomorrow we'll try to do another run or two if I don't escape on my own tonight, because I think I'll do like one run on my own Because I really do think OBS and Tarkov do not like each other. Especially with how much performance it eats up. But either way, chat, I will record it, I guess, so just in case I do somehow get out. But yeah. Good night, chat. Love y'all. See y'all tomorrow whenever I wake up. It is gonna be a Sunday, so I could go hard tonight. It could be a chill night. Who knows? I don't. But yeah. Adios, chat. Love y'all. What time? I don't know. It really depends. But yeah. Good night, y'all.